fellas. I am excited to continue our exploration of the amazing journey that is metacognition. In this episode of Talk More Virtual Podcast, the secret to realizing the power of your intellect. What is metacognition? Metacognition is the process of thinking about one's own thinking. With this podcast, we will tackle the importance of metacognition, especially when we apply this in our daily lives, like how we decide to start our day. So, without further ado, together with 4 guests from Phinma COC students, I, Rovilin Sunugan, am your host for this event. Join us in this virtual podcast. Hello to you guys! Welcome to my Talk More virtual podcast. It is nice to see you all in this virtual podcast.
Hi, hello.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
It is nice meeting you all. So, first, can you please introduce yourself to the audience so they will know you?
Good day. My name is Richelyn L. Tabamo.
I'm Jesseljen S. Tihamo. Of course. Hello everyone. I am Ciara Marie V. Bedra.
And I'm Francis Luis V. Tingapngam.
So, how are you guys doing lately? Any plans or ideas to challenge your intellect?
Stimulating puzzles and crosswords to exercise my intellect.
Maybe reading or memorizing some of my lessons so I can comprehend and understand it. I don't know what type of challenge I should do to test my own thinking.
Oh, okay. That is a good start, guys. You are all aware that you are all here to be interviewed with a few questions, right? So, I would like to ask you guys a question about what metacognition is exactly.
Metacognition is the process of thinking about one's own thinking. It involves being aware of and understand our own thought processes, such as how we gathered information, analyze it, and make decisions. Metacognition also involves monitoring and regulating our cognitive processes, including planning, goal settings, and evaluating our own performance. It is essential means thinking and reflecting our own thinking.
Also, why is it important for learning?
Learning needs metacognition because it helps students to organize the right path and evaluate their knowledge and performance. This awareness enhances learners' capacity to learn effectively and efficiently by assisting them in identifying areas that require additional attention or a different approach.
Yes, since metacognition skills help people become more self-directed and autonomous learners, they are associated with better academic achievement and problem-solving capabilities.
Moreover, metacognition encourages self-awareness and self-assessment. Metacognition people are capable of evaluating their own performance and making required correction. For example, if a student notices during a lecture that they are not comprehending a concept, they can actively take action to increase comprehension by looking for further information or asking clarification questions.
Oh, well, I appreciate your thoughtful responses, Miss Giselle and Miss Richelyn. Okay, let's proceed to the next question I have. So, what are some effective metacognitive for enhancing learning?
Metacognition is the ability to think about your own thinking. Meta means beyond and cognition means thinking. So, metacognitive strategies involve reflecting on and regulating how you think. When we apply metacognitive strategies, we become better learners. we can control not only our thoughts but also our actions much more effectively. The effective of metacognitive learning strategies include reflection. Regularly reflect on your learning experiences to determine what went well and what may be improved. This self-awareness helps you fine-tune your study tactics. The self-questioning. It entails pausing throughout a task to consciously review your own behavior. Without self-questioning, we risk lacking humility and understanding of our own flaws. Mostly significantly, we would be unable to progress since we had never taken the time to ask ourselves vital questions, like, is this the best way to carry out this task? Did I miss something? Maybe I should check again. Or did I follow the right procedure there? So, remember, metacognition involves thinking about your thinking processes. Regularly assessing, refining your approach to learning can lead to more efficient and effective.
Thank you so much for answering the question, Miss Shara. Okay, what about you, Mr. Lewis? Do you have in mind to share how can individuals develop their metacognitive skills?
Of course. So the key to metacognition is asking self-reflective questions, like Shara's explanation of by asking yourself questions which are powerful because they allow us to take stock of where we are now, thinking about what we already know, how we learn what works and what doesn't, and where we want to be. We accurately measure whether we have learned the material.
Thank you for that splendid answer, Mr. Lewis. So, how does metacognition influence decision-making in everyday situations?
Metacognition shapes decision-making by fostering self-awareness, allowing individuals to monitor and adapt their thinking processes. It enables reflection on past experiences, facilitating the application of lessons learned to current situation. By encouraging consideration of alternative perspectives and efficient allocation of cognitive resources, metacognition enhances the quality and adaptability of everyday decisions, contributing to more informed and effective choices.
How does metacognition differ from cognitive processes? When we talk about metacognition, it is often defined as thinking about thinking, or it allows us to complete a given task well through planning, monitoring, and evaluating. So in planning, there is a question there that what will be my first step? So what strategies will I use to study? For an example, I should study in groups, problem-solving sets, or evaluating myself with practice quizzes. In monitoring, how am I doing? To what extent I am being